Hey everyone, it's me Dennis. So, dude, I'm so happy it's finally fall. It's September 1st. But I'm also really irritated by myself, and that is because by the time that I press record, I forget everything that I wanted to talk about. And part of that is because, number one, I have speaking issues, which I'm going to be talking about today. I know I never spoke about this. This video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to be opening up about some things that I never told you guys about me. And number two is because I try to make all these intros where they're phony, dude. You know how YouTubers put this persona on and then they make their intro, and just speaking a YouTuber tone, it makes me so mad. And I know I don't usually do that, but sometimes I feel like I do. And if you go down that path, dude, if you start your video with that, then it's all just doomed to failure. Do you see what I mean? If you go down that path, then you're going to be speaking like that, like a phony little rodent for the entire video, which I don't want to do. I want to talk to you like a friend. Like, why do I need to record intro like 10 times till I get it right? Because you're a perfectionist little rat? Maybe that's why? If I were in the same room with you right now, I wouldn't say hi to you 500 times till I get it right. Do you see what I mean? So I'm not going to be doing that phoniness thing, which YouTube is full of that, of the phoniness, of the YouTuber persona phoniness. I don't want to do that. It makes me so mad. But anyway, so yeah, I have a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about today. I'm really weird in many senses, but why am I here? She's not going to give me any races. Why am I here? Am I okay? I'm really weird in that I record all these videos where I just sit down and talk to you guys and there's barely any editing done. And then I record these videos and I edit them intensely. Like, it takes me hours to finish editing. Like, for instance, yesterday I recorded a video and just the 7 seconds intro took me like an hour to record. To edit, I mean. To edit, I mean. If you guys want to go check that out, you can, but whatever. Point is, I'm really strange in that sense. I mean, I'm strange in many senses, but that's just one of them. Anyway, so yeah, there's quite a few things I want to talk to you guys about. This is going to be a just training time video where I just talk to you guys kind of like a podcast. And I'm really curious as to what you guys are doing when you listen to these types of videos. Like, do you train with me? Do you clean your room? Or are you actually just like staring at a screen? Because that's kind of sad if you are. Like, just go do something, be productive, and just listen to me talk in the background. I don't even know what to start with, dude. So I'm just going to start off with the YouTube algorithm, which seems to be so off as of late. I literally go on my homepage and there's all these videos pushed out to me that I don't have any interest in watching. And all these YouTube shorts, and I know Star Stable, I mean, what? I know YouTube is trying to compete with TikTok and Instagram Reels, and so that's why they push all these shorts out. But I don't like shorts. They really help with growing your channel, I guess, but I never watch shorts. I watch TikTok, that's what I do. So YouTube is gonna strike me down for that one. I'm not a faithful creator, am I? But yeah, I don't care for shorts. I really don't. If I wanna watch short form content, I go on TikTok, maybe Instagram Reels. No, I actually never do that, but it's gotten better with Instagram Reels though. They used to be just like washed out, recycled TikToks for all the rodents that are like, oh, that's so embarrassing to have TikTok, but then they go Instagram Reels and they watch the same things, but just five months later. Anyway, yeah, the YouTube algorithm really sucks. I feel like subscribers don't matter anymore, and well, we've been using this for a long time, but subscribers don't matter anymore. They really don't. Star Stable's saying that. Why do I keep saying Star Stable, dude? What is wrong with me? YouTube is saying that they're encouraging small creators now. Bro, I made a new channel, uploaded a video, and I got 0 views. I don't know, dude. And trust me, I did my research. The keywords, the hashtags, everything was on point. And then the YouTube search bar is a complete mess. The algorithm makes no sense. And yeah, it's just, to me, I feel like YouTube right now is a big mess. And my videos have gotten like 10 views. My last 3 videos did, which is pretty unusual. And I think that's pretty ironic, to be honest, because I've had so many people tell me that I've become more positive for views, which is nothing but far from the truth. What the heck? Did you guys see that? I literally jumped over this jump, but I didn't get a checkpoint. But yeah, I just think it's ironic because ever since I've been feeling better mentally, and I've become a bit slightly more positive. I'm still not positive. I still deal with so much negativity in my life, and in my just thinking, I'm a very negative person. I wish I weren't like this. It's really difficult to live like this. You guys think it's entertaining to watch me, like, you know, go off about things, but really, like, it's really consuming me and exhausting. But yeah, whatever, that's not the point. Point is that ever since I got better mentally, I stopped being as negative, and people are saying I did that for views, which I think is really ironic because I actually lost so many views, and I don't care, dude. Like, I'm gonna be loyal and true to myself. I'm not gonna fake something. I'm not gonna be a phony little rodent and act as if I dislike something when I actually like it, and the other way around. Like, if you watch my last video, dude, I actually kind of went off, and I haven't been this critical in such a long time, but like yesterday, dude, like when I saw those horses, the spoilers for the Halloween update, I was like, no, dude, this must be a joke. And I've actually gained most traction when I was in a very bad mental state, and I would be very critical and aggressive in my videos. And if I'm being honest, that is really like sad. I feel like that just talks about how messed up our society really is. Now maybe I gained traction because people could relate to me, so I became relatable, but I don't think that's what it was. I think people enjoy things that are to the extreme, you know what I mean? They find it entertaining, but they don't realize that the person on the other end, the person they're enjoying watching, is actually not being very good. And when the person finally gets better, people say that they're faking it, or they stop watching him, which I don't really care. If you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. That's not the point of what I'm saying. Like, if you don't want to watch me, don't watch me. I don't really care. I'm not gonna destroy my mental health to entertain anyone. And I already broached a topic, I think it was in my last training time video, as to why I was the way that I was, just so aggressive in my videos. I think it's almost been a year ever since the hell kind of started, was it? I remember October, like I just remember so vividly that October was the month when I was like really bad mentally, and that I let it out in my videos, and I still regret it, but at the same time, like, those videos are just testament to how someone can really get better, and I really do regret channeling that anger and grief into my videos. But dude, I've learned from that mistake, like I really did, and it's also nice that I could acknowledge that, and you guys could observe the change, and that way you guys could learn from my mistake, and you wouldn't have to go through what I went through and do the same mistake like I did. So I'm not gonna take those videos down. Maybe I don't know if I did take a few down. I think I did take 1 or 2 down that were just, they were too much. I could not watch them, dude. I was so negative, but like not just negative, it was more than negative. It was like so angry. But anyway, I don't want to go off about that. I already made a whole video about that, as to why I went through what I went, and as to why I acted the way that I acted in my videos. If you guys want to go watch that, you can. I'll just link it in my description. But yeah, ever since I became better mentally, people just stopped watching me, and I think it's kind of funny. I'm actually not upset about it. Again, I kind of understand it. Maybe it was funny. I'm still very critical, just not as intense, I believe. It might also be the YouTube algorithm. There might be more factors playing into this, but again, I don't really care. I don't mind. There's a lot of change happening in my life already, and so this is not really bothering me. There's a lot of change happening, guys. Like, there really is, and I wish I could talk about it, but I just can't, at least not yet. That's also why I'm selling so many of my horses. I need to get rid of everything, at least most of them. So a lot of you guys ask me like why I'm selling my breyer horses on Instagram, because that's kind of where I list them. And it's because there's a huge change happening in my life, like I need to get rid of them. If you guys want to go check the sales out, you can on my Instagram at denisewisestorm. I really need to get rid of everything. Well, almost all of them, but I'm not leaving the hobby. I love the hobby still. I just can't have them anymore. Do you see what I mean? Dude, I'm literally out of breath. Like, I've been talking for an hour and a half before I press record, because I just sometimes forget I'm not recording. Do you see what I mean? I feel like it's because I'm so used to talking to you guys that I talk to myself so much. This usually happens and activates when I go to make a cup of coffee. And dude, I forget to press the brakes, dude. Like, I literally spoke for like an hour and a half today, and I'm exhausted. I should have saved the energy for this video. Even though it sounds like maniac behavior, I've heard it's actually very healthy to talk to yourself, because it's a way of bonding with yourself. Does that make sense? That sounded so weird though. Like, it's a way of investing and growing the relationship with the self. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that I'm actually gonna go bald. I've started shedding, brothers and sisters. Like, what am I doing? What is going on with me? My mom came to me one day and she was like, why is there so much hair in the bathtub? And I was like, I don't know, what do you mean? Is it my hair? And she said, yes, it is. It looks like it's your hair. And I run my fingers through my hair, and bro, chunks of hair, well, not chunks, but like a good amount of hairs just fell out of my head, bro. And I was like, wait, what is going on? I'm not ready for this. I don't think I'm gonna go bald, just because I have so much hair in my head, and my family doesn't have any track of, you know, anyone going bald in my family. Well, my grandfather was kind of bald, but I don't have his hair gene, that's for sure. Instead, I have so much hair in my head. Apparently this is normal. At least my mom said that there's certain seasons where your hair just starts falling out. Dude, what the heck? Is that true though? Like, maybe for women, but like, I've never heard any men to start shedding like a freaking dog. Do you see what I mean? Like, what the heck? It's kind of scary, but anyway, I still have hair in my head, which is pretty good. I also want to talk about how much I enjoyed the fact that I'm so isolated from the community of Star Stable. It was a conscious decision that I made a few months ago, just because I had realized that I channeled my grief and pain, and I let it out in the wrong place, which was Star Stable and just my videos. And I was like, all right, I need to detach myself from everything, because this is not the way to cope with it. It's really, really toxic for myself. And so it's just been feeling so freaking good to be alone, dude. I just don't want to And it's not because I'm better than anyone else. Like, that's not why I'm doing this. It's strictly because I realize how ridiculous it can get, how much energy you can easily just waste in the wrong place if you're not careful, if you don't guard your heart. So I just stopped doing that. And it's just been so good, dude. Like, I don't want to be associated with anyone. Like, I just want to be doing my own little thing. Do you see what I mean? But yeah, it's just been really good. It's really been helping me mentally with that, because again, I made some very poor decisions to direct my grief in the wrong place, and again, made a whole video about this. If you want to go watch it, you can. I go more in depth in that video as to why that happened and more into nitty gritty, which I'm not going to do in this video. The next thing I want to talk about is how I'm having a really hard time speaking, and you guys probably noticed that I deliberately let that in. All right, you heard it there. If only you would see my raw footage. I don't think I could ever hire an editor for my videos, even though I attempted to in the past. Just because I have to make so many cuts, I have to say the same thing over and over again so many times, just because I struggle so much to speak. And this is not because English is my second language. I think that I speak English more fluently and also more clearly than I do Romanian. And I know it's kind of weird, it's kind of strange, it is what it is. In fact, I kind of forgot to speak my own language, and I'm going to get into it as well. But wow, Brody was on something there. I need to slow down sometimes, don't I? I said, in fact, I forgot to speak my own language, and we're going to get into that. It's just been really exhausting, dude. Like, recording a video for me can be very exhausting, and editing it as well. And having to listen to me make all those mistakes when I edit videos and have to cut everything. It just really takes a hit on my self-esteem, to be honest, and it's just also like really irritating and frustrating. And I don't know what it is, especially if I have to read a script. Like, I just can't. Like, my brain just freezes. I go blank and I sound like I have a screw loose, and like I do. I think I do. You know what, like, I'm gonna just share something pretty personal with you, but as a child, for the longest time, and a part of me still like wonders if this is true or not, I believe that my parents hid something from me. I believe that something is actually like wrong with me. Not in the sense that it's affecting my capability to think or comprehend things, but more that it is affecting my ability to speak, and it's affecting my ability to concentrate. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna self-diagnose. That's all I feel comfortable sharing with you right now. But sometimes I do wonder, do I actually have something? Like, I feel like I do, but I don't want to know. It's kind of like a fun, mysterious game that I'm playing. Like, I don't want to find out. Like, maybe I do have something. I just don't want to know. Do you see what I mean? Like, why do I need to know? I don't want to know because I'm kind of obsessed over it. I don't want to know. Okay, I just don't want to know. I've lived my whole life without knowing, and it's been livable. All right, like, I don't need to know. It's not like it's making me. It's just causing a lot of frustration. That's what it is. And I don't think there's anything that I could take to help me with this, to be honest. At least not with the speaking thing. I could take diction classes, but it's just been getting really difficult, especially speaking my own language, Romanian. My best friend who I talk to daily is American, so that's really not helping. That's what I'm trying to say. We were here in my country, both of us, and of course I'm the translator for him. And he wanted to order just water, and he asked me if I could do it for him, and I was like, yeah, sure. But I turned to him overwhelmed by like anxiety, knowing that I will not be able to say the words. It's more like a mental block. Like, I know when I will not be able to speak. I just know it beforehand, usually. And so I sound very dumb. I literally sound like I have a screw loose. That's what I sound like. Like something is wrong with me. And I don't know what it is. It's causing so much frustration. It makes me feel so dumb. And sometimes I just don't want to ever speak again because of that. It makes me feel so dumb. And I know I'm not dumb. Like, I'm really smart. It's just like I feel like I can't. It's almost like I feel helpless. Like, I don't know, in the moment I feel helpless and I don't know what to do to stop that. And if someone is telling me to slow down because I speak very fast, that's when I start speaking even faster and I just lose myself. Like, I start butchering every word that I say. I start mispronouncing words, and it's just like, it's exhausting. It really is, especially as a content creator. I wish I could do a better job. I wish I could be more like understandable, if that makes sense. I could just leave some flaws in, and you guys, I kind of have in the past. Sometimes I left a few moments where I was having a really hard time speaking, but it makes me feel so embarrassed and it makes me feel so small. So I kind of try and hide that. So again, I could never probably have a video editor because they would see me for like who I really am. And it's really strange how I'm more fluent in English than Romanian. No wonder, dude. Like, I literally speak to my best friend every single day. He's American, and so many of my friends are American. I don't really have any Romanian friends, but it's just strange. It really is strange. And people think people here think I'm stuck up, but like this is not a conscious decision. Like yeah, I might have slowly differentiated myself from people here, but it wasn't like I decided to do that one day. It is what it is. Like it just so happened that I befriended all these American people and I started speaking more English and Romanian. And so I'm not doing this intentionally. I don't want to look dumb. Like I know I do look dumb. Why would I fake that? Do you see what I mean? Like I genuinely sometimes forget how to speak Romanian, and it's not something I'm proud of, but like hey, at least I can speak a language. Do you see what I mean? Like if I were to only speak Romanian, I wouldn't be able to speak that language, or if I could only speak English and I wouldn't even be able to speak that, then that would be really bad. But like I speak two languages, and dude, my tongue gets very confused at times because the English phonetics are so different from the Romanian ones. For all my American viewers, the Romanian phonetics are the same as the Spanish phonetics, just so you kind of like get an idea as to how my language sounds and as to how just things are written and pronounced and spelled and whatever. And so think of the word with, right? Like there's a TH sound that you make by putting your tongue in between your teeth. So it's like with, like the TH sound, right? In Romanian phonetics, you don't ever have that. And so if I speak English for like 3 days straight, barely any Romanian, and then I go outside and I speak to Romanian, well actually I get confused when I switch languages very, very often. So I also do translating work here, and I have to switch a lot from English to Romanian, and that's when my tongue gets very freaking confused, and I start saying Romanian words with an English accent and with sounds that you're never gonna hear in English. I mean in Romanian, and with phonetics that you're never gonna hear in Romanian. Like it's just so weird, dude. And then the other way around as well, where I say English words with a Romanian accent. That doesn't happen as much, which is kind of strange. But yeah, anyway, even though I'm more fluent in English, I still have an accent, which I'm kind of insecure about, and I've had Americans tell straight in my face that I'm stupid for that, because apparently Americans really like accents because it's something else that's different. And at first I was like, is that so? Like I was kind of unsure about that, you know what I mean? I was kind of doubting what they were saying. But then I had my American friends speak Romanian, and I was like, you sound like such a normal rat. I want to eat you up. Do you see what I mean? Why the heck did I say that? But like, dude, American people, when they try to speak Romanian, that is the most adorable and funny thing ever. But like not funny as in like you look like a loser, but funny as in like you're adorable. Do you see what I mean? Like adorable funny and loser funny. And so I kind of get it. Like that's like music to my ears, bro. Like I want to hear that all the time. So I kind of understand why Americans like accents, because it's different. It's, you know, out of the norm. So it sounds more exotic and just different, and I guess adorable for some people. But I don't know, dude. To me, I'm like, I wish I had an American accent. I sound like a rodent. And what do I even sound like? I sound like Dennis. I sound like me. I sound like Dennis. Like I don't sound American. I don't sound British. I don't sound Romanian. Like what do I sound like? Do you see what I mean? But at the same time, I kind of like the fact that I have my own accent. It's pretty cool. I just sound like me. Like I don't have an accent. By the way, I've been listening to Oliver Anthony music for this whole time. Dude, I love him. I really do. There was something I wanted to say, but I forgot. I have it in my notes here. I was literally walking my dog outside today, and I was using text-to-speech to write all my ideas down on a notes app, because I knew I was going to forget everything the moment I turned my recorder on. Speaking of me thinking my parents kept something away from me, that I had something, that something was wrong with me, which, by the way, I don't like this whole glorification of mental illness in our generation. That is just so messed up, and I don't condone that at all. So I'm not going to self-diagnose. I'm not even going to go somewhere to get diagnosed, because I don't care what I have or if I have something. Again, I'm playing this cool game where I'm just thinking maybe I have something, because sometimes it seems like it, but anyway. Again, it's probably nothing that deep, but anyway. Speaking of my parents gatekeeping something from me, I remember taking showers as a kid and thinking they would just plotting a ploy to leave, and this is like really sad. I don't know why I'm saying this. This is like really hurtful for me. So I'm gonna say it again. I don't know if that makes any sense. So when I was a kid and I was taking a shower, I was just always afraid. There was always this thought in the back of my mind, like, what if my parents are plotting a ploy to just leave me? I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna be all by myself. They're gonna be gone. And that just shows how skewed my brain was from a very young age, from the abandonment trauma that I endured, which was reinforced so many times throughout my life. But anyway, don't want to talk too much about that. It's really something that's been hunting me for years. Really, really messes up. Okay, I'm literally only gonna open up hoping that this is gonna help someone that's in the same position as I am. Hoping that they would not feel as alone. Hoping that they would know that there's someone else struggling with this. So, as a kid, I went through a lot of stuff that I should have never gone through. Things that I've probably only told like two people in my life because they are that just painful. Especially one of the events happened when I was just a baby. But I still remember, I still have like visual images of the event because that's how much it messed up with my brain. And my entire like view and perception of relationships has been just distorted from a very young age. And I've been on a healing journey for the past, I think, 6 months. God's been really healing me, and it's just been very intense. And that's because a lot of hurtful memories are being ruffled and brought to the surface, followed by a lot of negative emotions. It's been really hard, but it's been beautiful though, because it's the path to freedom. But I just wanna say that a lot of my perceptions regarding just life and relationships and everything has been skewed from a very young age because of what I had gone through, and I've been receiving a lot of help, and that's because I've been seeking it. I just want to encourage anyone watching this that's dealing with a lot of baggage from the past and brokenness. Just seek help, and you're gonna find it. I know some people believe that it's not worth talking to anyone about anything because it's not gonna change the situation. Nothing's gonna help. That's not gonna help anything, but it really does. If you think it's not gonna help, then it's not. It's kind of like a self-prophecy thing. But if you seek help and you believe it's gonna help you, well, then it is. It really is, if you're open to receiving that help. Yeah, I think I've talked about everything I want to talk about today. I know I haven't said this in a long time, but I really do love you, my little dinky rats. And just thank you for your support all along. You guys stayed even when it got very ugly. And just, I want to say thank you for that. Again, if you want to know more about that, you can watch my train time video where I talked all about that. I will just link it down below. I have some big plans with my Dinky Rat merch website. I'm thinking of creating a new design, which is really just amazing. Not sure yet, but I'll sleep on it and keep you guys updated. And if you want to buy my Dinky Rat merch, you can at dinkyrat.com. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The design is just really something I wanted to look good, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Alright guys, I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.